There is no compromising. You will fight for what's important no matter what, especially if the situation benefits you. Why? Because you are the very definition of
false energy.
Oh yeah. Hello my Luna Fairies, and welcome to my channel, the #1 safe space for astrology, spirituality, and life advice. Today we are having a fun segment called Astro-Insight, where we dive into personality traits of different sign combinations. In this video, we are going to be talking about the astro profile of Sun in Aries, Moon in Taurus, otherwise known as the speculator. Excuse me. Your horoscope can be influenced by many other factors, such as the placement of the planets and houses within your natal chart. All combinations have both their strengths and weaknesses. There is no such thing as a perfect combination. I am only explaining to you the potential of your own sign combination. At the end of the day, it is our responsibility as individuals to acknowledge these important elements within ourselves and to use this knowledge to work towards a better, positive version of ourselves. Such is the beauty of astrology. On the outside, you are perceived as calm and composed, but deep down is a very determined and passionate person. As soon as you set your mind on something, you will fight for it until you are exhausted. It's all about the results and the rewards. But why is that? Well, let's break down this sign combination and get a better understanding of the ram and the bull. Aries is a cardinal fire sign. It is the ruler of the first house in your natal or birth chart, which represents appearance, constitution, and self. This sign is also ruled by the planet Mars, which represents aggression, energy, and passion. The sun sign is all about your actions, the actions and beliefs that you are consciously aware of, the actions that drive your motivations in life. The sign that determines your strongest personality traits. So when you get a masculine planet like the sun in a fiery sign like Aries, where it is exalted, you're going to get someone who has all the makings of a true leader. They are self-driven, they are fierce, they are unafraid to take the initiative. A major ingredient in a recipe that is
the boss energy.
Sunny Aries are confident. If they aren't now, they will eventually find a safe space where they are, and they won't be afraid to show it. Don't you guys just love it when you have like neighbors who have like really loud kids? Like the type, I'm not talking like just minimum, I'm talking like kids who like to scream like as if they're getting killed and murdered. Yeah, they can be leaders because of their confidence. And if they choose to be a follower, it's usually because the person who's in the lead exudes the same amount of, if not more, confidence. Confidence, confidence, confidence. Anybody else drinking these like Premier protein shakes? Like they're pretty good. I like the vanilla flavored. All the other ones are nasty to me, so yeah, just like the vanilla. A sunny Aries could be put into a situation that they are uncomfortable with or unsure of, but when they witness someone else that is in that same situation and is struggling just as much as they are, then it's like their boss energy activates and they suddenly level up. They take the lead and end up encouraging the other person to keep going, even though they were questioning things not near 2 minutes ago. They're like that female lead in a horror film where they are scared shitless themselves, but they won't hesitate to tell the rest of the group to get their shit together and to push them to keep going. And that is the beauty of Sunny Aries, which is unfortunate because there are a lot of people that tend to misunderstand the Sunny Aries and take their confidence as arrogance, when in reality they're just embracing their strengths. And they're probably wondering why the rest of you aren't doing the same. Now, this doesn't mean that Sunny Aries can never feel low self-esteem or experience self-doubt. But when it comes to self-confidence and having faith in their own abilities, then when it comes to that sort of thing, then Sunny Aries tend to find little trouble. Where they do find trouble is following through with projects. Like I said before, the Sunny Aries is great at initiating things, but when it comes to seeing certain tasks to the very end, then it gets a bit difficult for the Sunny Aries. There is restless energy, and this is because of the ruling planet Mars. They can be very impatient and they want everything now. Now. They do not like to waste their time. They prefer to just get straight to the point. No lollygagging here, right? They got places to go, people to see, things to do. I can't snap for worth my life. Don't beat around the bush with a Sunny Aries. Get to the point. Even if what you have to say might hurt their feelings, and it will. But they will get over that initial anger and will eventually appreciate the fact that you kept it real with them. Why? Because they're pretty straightforward themselves. They can make strong remarks without any hesitation, and this can often lead to confrontations and misunderstandings with other people, especially if those people are a bit on the sensitive side. Water signs are talking to you. Love you. People like to think that Sunny Aries are the type to hold grudges or exact revenge, when in all honesty, that's not true. Why? Because they don't like to waste their time. Boss energy. Instead of wasting time trying to get revenge, they're most likely to just cut you straight out of their life. Don't underestimate a Sunny Aries cutoff game. Also, they usually don't stay mad for long anyways and simply just move on with their lives. The best revenge is to basically act like that other person doesn't exist and to become a better person than them. Basically, you are BS and I ain't got time for that. Whew, that was a lot to unpack, but you're still here, which means you must like what I'm saying. In that case, let's dive a bit deeper into your other half. And by your other half, I mean the bull. So Taurus is a fixed earth sign. It is the ruler of the second house on your birth chart, which is all about finances, movable possessions, and self-earned money. This sign is ruled by the planet Venus, which represents art, beauty, love, indulgences, desires. The moon is all about one's inner self. It's about our subconscious mind and our instinctual actions, how we react and respond to certain situations, and our emotional needs. So when you have someone who has moon in Taurus, you're gonna get someone who feels that nothing is more important than comfort, stability, and security. Let's call it code CSS. For all you coders out there that exist, you'll get the pun. Every decision that they make in life will be representative of these values in some way, shape, or form. So Taurus is ruled by the planet Venus. So with this sign, there is a great amount of feminine energy. But don't misunderstand, this doesn't mean that a moonlit Taurus is prone to being a girly girl. This just means that you care a bit more about your appearance and surrounding yourself with possessions or an environment that brings you a sense of stability and comfort. You may not like to wear a lot of makeup or to wear makeup often, but that doesn't mean that you won't prim yourself up for a special occasion. You may own dresses and fancy outfits, but nothing will ever beat a nice, comfy t-shirt and a pair of sweats on God. Moonlit Taurians are one of the most down-to-earth people you'll ever meet. If you're looking for a foodie that's down for chilling at the house, grabbing a glass of wine and some snacks while watching your favorite shows, better have that Moonlit Taurian on speed dial. They are so composed and they are so good at hiding their emotions, and this is just common with earth signs. They're so good at hiding their emotions that you honestly would never be able to tell if something was wrong. Whatever they got going on in their life, they're usually prone to suppressing it until they can't anymore. And once that comes out in an outburst, usually the people around them are like, what? I didn't even know you felt that way. Oh, and rest assured, you don't have to worry about a Moon Taurus being two-faced. They're not all down for the whole "these bulls ain't loyal" trope, okay? Honestly, drama only interferes with the comfortable lifestyle that they're trying to have. Plus, they are loyal to a fault and believe that everyone should have that same level of devotion.
Wait, hold on. Just a minute. I actually had an experience with someone who has a Taurus moon, okay? And let me tell you, they actually did cheat on me. So what you're saying right now is just not true. It's not.
Please rewind the video, all right? And take a look at my disclaimer, you remember that, right? Okay, if you don't, let me just put a timestamp up here, okay? Ready, set, boom, there you go. All right, let's keep going. Let's move on. This is why I make these videos, guys. While people can share common traits because of their signs, that doesn't mean that we should put them all inside of a box just because of a personal experience that we might have with a few individuals. Not all Tauruses are the same. Not all moonlit Tauruses are the same. Not all sunny Aries are the same. Not all sunny Aquariuses are the same. There are differences. So, hey, you, stop being scientist. Hey, so who's in the homebody club? Raise your hands. So I've had a run-in with some people who have stated that they believe that just because the Taurus moon is such a homebody, that their lifestyle is simply boring. The house and the home is the moonlit Taurians' safe space. It is where they feel the most in their element. Just as some other people, for them, it may be hanging around a whole bunch of people is when they're really in their element, or when they're going through a chain of new adventures is when they feel the most in their element. However, this doesn't mean that moonlit Taurians are antisocial. This doesn't mean that they're antisocial and that they spend most of their time at home. It's kind of the case, but this does not mean it's the case all the time. Depending on one's other signs, there can be a love for traveling and mingling. But at the end of the day, their home is their safe space, and their rock. At the end of the day, a Taurus moon, for them, the home is their rock. And they will always be glad to find themselves back within their safe space. Do not rush a Taurus moon. Slow and steady wins the race with the sign. They tend to do better when They are doing a task and they're doing it at their own pace. Because of this, the moonlit Taurians are usually seen as lazy, when in reality, they just have their own personal workflow. Most oftentimes, others can be surprised when they find that the moonlit Taurians can be really efficient with their work if they're able to follow that workflow. Okay, but on the flip side, they actually can sometimes be a bit lazy. I ain't even gonna front, I'm not gonna lie about that. Hey, we gotta get to the negatives, right? So you already know what I'm gonna say next, right? Right? Stubborn. They can be stubborn, almost to the point where it stifles their opportunity to grow. They are loyal, but sometimes this level of devotion can lead them down a very dark path, like staying in a relationship no matter how clearly toxic and unhealthy it is. Everyone around them could be telling that Taurus moon to run for the hills. But that Taurus moon is still going to try to rationalize in their head why they should stay and continue to try. Moonlit Taurians can be very possessive and jealous. Now, if they are mentally mature enough, then this might not be a major issue in a relationship. They may not be batshit crazy jealous like most people might perceive them to be. But if someone makes a move on their loved one, they will not hesitate to assert their dominance, whether it be said verbally or through their body language alone. Yeah, you see this person right here? Yeah, they look good, don't they? They look very good, okay.
They are mine. Understand?
Oh, what? Did she just flirt with you? Okay, I'm just gonna scoot on over, put my hand on you so that everyone sees, including this sly chick. You know what? I'm just gonna even add in a kiss for added effect, Mwah.
Try me, bitch.
Taurus moons also have the hardest time embracing change. And this doesn't mean that they don't want to experience new things. They do. They just don't want to do it at the expense of their comfort zone. It's the fear of the unknown that stifles the Taurus, never knowing if all of the stability, comfort, and security is going to just crumble right underneath their feet, and all because of a bad decision. Again, this doesn't mean that they aren't willing to try new things, but if that experience isn't a good one for them and it jeopardizes their comfort or stability or security within their life in any way, then don't expect for them to be willing to try that same experience again in the future. Otherwise, the Taurus moon may be open to try that experience again. So we know about the sunny Aries and we know about the moonlit Taurus. So what kind of person do we get when we put these two together? Compared to other Aries, you're more prone to choosing your words more carefully. You have more patience, you're more focused, and you have good common sense, which will get you very far in life. You'll find that you aren't as energetic as other natives of your sign. Your confidence comes with a calmness, and that is because of your Taurus moon. You are more stubborn than other Aries, and you're prone to having strong biases, and this can often affect your decision-making skills. There's a tendency to keep all of your feelings inside. You probably struggle with freer expression. You are prone to taking the initiative like all your other Aries counterparts, but you will never take an uncertain path that will cause any expense to your comfort, stability, or security, period. You want a stable relationship, and you are more than likely never going to cheat. Once you are in a relationship with someone, you are devoted and loyal to that person. Compared to other Aries, you are probably very creative. There may be a secret love for the arts and drawing, despite how good you might be at business. You won't have to fret so much about finances. There may be some rough hurdles that you might come across, but typically you most likely always have the security that you want. So all that restless energy from the planet Mars and from Aries gives you the capability to have a lot of commitment and ambition towards action. If making a decision involves comfort, good food, self-indulgences, or any desires you might have, then there may be no hesitation. You might just make a decision right on the fly. Compared to other Taurus moons, you might be more open to the idea of traveling and mingling and trying new things. Don't get too caught up in owning material things and money. And by that I mean don't stress so much about these things that you end up neglecting taking care of yourself at the end of the day. Learn to share your feelings and experiences with others, and sharing your feelings, because there is a struggle here with freer expression and opening up to others. Try getting into a creative hobby if you aren't into or if you aren't already doing a creative hobby, like drawing, dancing, or anything within the arts. You might actually surprise yourself and might enjoy yourself more than you thought. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit that notification bell, because in the next video we are going to talk about the astro profile of Aquarius Sun, Leo Moon. Bye guys, and stay moonlit. Bye.